Hello there, and welcome to another OET lesson. This is one of those Your OET Questions Answered lessons. That's where you send in your questions to me about the OET, and as your expert tutor at Bose Learning, I try and answer them. And today's topic is all about the OET writing and the passive, in fact. And we're going to be doing some grammar help because my Udemy student Vishnu wrote in and asked for some help with grammar in particular and passive sentences. So what we're going to do is look at some examples that he asked me, are these right or wrong? We'll have a look at why they work or why they don't work, and then we'll also look at some tips about what makes a good letter in general. Why is it a nice idea for me to be answering your questions? Well, I think they're your questions, and if one person's got them, then I'm sure lots of you have them as well. So if you have a question, just pop a little comment in the comments box, or you can always email me as well. I'll put the information in the info box below. Welcome back to those of you who are returning, and if you don't know me, hello there. My name's Sona, and I'm your online OET tutor with Bose Learning, and I'm a premium preparation provider of the OET. So here's your first sentence then. I want you to read through it. I'm going to give you a minute to have a look, and you're going to tell me if this is right or wrong. Here we go. Okay, how did you go? Did you figure out if it was right or wrong? And if it was wrong, how would you change it? Well, it is actually wrong. So we wouldn't use this kind of sentence in English. Why is it wrong then? Well, we've got far too many passives here. There's no need. The X-ray was confirmed. We wouldn't use the passive in this case. Why right there for? That's irrelevant. And for her, again, we don't need it. It's just too many words. And remember, in the OET, you're trying to write efficiently. So there's two problems here. One is the overuse of the passive, and two is just the overuse of words, which we don't need. So a better version would be something like this. Just use the past simple. An abdominal x-ray confirmed the diagnosis. Our subject, this is the verb, and this is what it did. It confirmed the diagnosis. And a hernia repair was carried out. Yes, we do need to use the passive here, and we can use the phrasal verb carried out, or you could use just performed if you want to make it even more professional and efficient and just use that one word. So just keep it simple, take away any unnecessary words like therefore or for her. We know the patient because you're already talking about her in your letter, so take away anything unnecessary. Okay, second sentence coming up. I'm going to give you 30 seconds this time to tell me if it's right or wrong. If it's wrong, how would you correct it? What did you think? It's wrong again, isn't it? Why? Again, too many unnecessary words. Just Keep it simple. An X-ray revealed or an X-ray showed. Use the past simple. Don't go into using the passive unnecessarily. Remember, we only use the passive when we are not interested in who performed it, or there's a reason to use it, and there really isn't one here. If you do want more help with the passives, why not check out my video, which goes into the passive in far more detail. But as I say, just keep it simple. Much easier. Now, I've got two sentences for you this time. Again, that Vishnu asked me which one is better. Have a look through, 1 minute to decide. What do you think? Well, in this case, the grammar is actually all right in the second one, but we do need to change it. And here we need to take away these commas. He has been commenced on paracetamol, which needs to be continued, and we take away these brackets. It's all the same sentence, which refers to the paracetamol, so we don't need the comma here because we're using the definite relative clause rather than an indefinite relative clause. And actually, it makes more sense just to say he was commenced on paracetamol, which needs to be continued. So the actual commencement just happened once. So I just would use this one here. It's far more simple to read. So this one, I personally would prefer this one here. He was commenced on paracetamol because this is a moment in time when the commencement happened. So keep the past simple rather than the present perfect here. Okay, another question for you coming up. Is this right or wrong? And again, you've got 1 minute to decide and to correct it if it is wrong. Okie dokie, how did you go? Well, although it was okay, it's far too wordy. You need to be more efficient. So remember, in the OET, your whole aim is to write precisely, effectively, efficiently. Don't use 3 words when one will do. So how can we make it more efficient? It'd be far better to say investigations, including an X-ray, confirmed whatever it was, X, Y, or Z, for which he underwent surgery on, and then give the date. Always say when something like a surgery, an operation happened. So keep it much more simple. Try and take away anything unnecessary. Maybe we don't even need to say other investigations took place if they're not important. If they are important, you should be listing them anyway. And if they're not, just say an X-ray confirmed whatever it was for which he underwent surgery on this date. But we do have some really lovely expressions in here in terms of using vocabulary. So we've got the lovely collocation that the X-ray confirmed, and of course underwent surgery, which is a fantastic phrase to use. Okay, so tips for making a good letter then: use passives wisely. Don't just use them to show off and say, hey, I can use the passive. It's not IELTS. In the IELTS, we do need to use the passive more often, maybe. But in the OET, only use it if you need to. So use them wisely, keep your writing easy to read. If you're not sure about your grammar, please go back and check. Study some more. Remember, you need to be B2 or C1 ideally to score a B in OET. You're not going to get that B unless you have that level. And I know the OET is an expensive exam. So go back and study some more if you're not sure. Please don't just try and spend your money and be disappointed that you don't get it, because you do need that level in order to get a B. That's what it's testing you in. You can go back and check through my grammar videos. There are lots there. I've got over 150 OET videos for you, so you can definitely find some more study practice and skills practice for you. Finally, one more thing for making good letter: don't forget dates. If it's something important like an operation or a procedure, then put the date in as well, because the reader will want to know when that happened. Well, thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, I'd be so happy if you can help my channel grow by recommending it to a friend, sharing it with a Telegram group or WhatsApp group, and subscribing to me as well. That would be lovely. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch. If you want to know more about my writing feedback service, I'm going to put in my website link below for you. And you can also maybe check out my on-demand video courses on Udemy, which are designed especially for doctors, nurses and pharmacists, are pre-recorded so you can study in your own time as well. Well, thanks very much then. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.